And then Nanix decided that I should go for a swim. The end. You're still mad about that? Honestly, I was just doing you a favor. I mean, you complained so much back in my temple about how warm it was and everything. I just thought you'd like to cool down, that's all. By dumping me into the sea? Hey, it's not a big deal. You swam back to shore once, and it's something that I would rather not repeat again. And yet I did. Okay, so to clarify, Nanix, right? You and your brothers, these guardian beasts, are some sort of anti-Zark weapon? Well, more like anti-dual spirit weapons in general. You already saw my handiwork in the battlefield. Me and my brothers have the ability to neutralize dual spirits due to the anti-dual spirit energy that we were made with. This was the same energy that allowed those 4 special spell cards to seal away Zark the first time. Not to mention his 4 signature dragons. However, unlike those spell cards, we're able to destroy and banish any dual spirit that we beat. Trust me, you won't be seeing any of those foes coming back anytime soon. So yeah, thanks to my grand efforts, Mephiles' army has been demolished. Well, actually, believe it or not, that was Mephiles' smallest establishment. Although, this might be the key that we need to finally take care of Mephiles once and for all. Yep, that's the plan. Well, that's cool and all, but what about Bit and Ace? What happened to them? Well, don't ask me where or why they went, since I have no clue. But I guess they just want to be alone for a bit. Can't say I blame them after everything they've been through. Oh, I guess that means we're down 2 people then. That's a shame. Don't worry, Yugioh. I'm sure they'll meet up with us again when they're ready. Well, Blur, you said you may have found the means to defeat Mephiles, or get the upper hand, and, well, you return with those means. Granted, we may have lost 2 of our men, but at least they're still alright. I think that's honestly more important. Still, congratulations. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Oh, and don't worry about the bill. This is free of charge. I appreciate it. Though, Draco actually does have a point. Maybe this could finally be the means to turn this conflict around. Do you think Nanix will be able to do that again? I honestly don't know. Nanix? Well, I'd love to, but I'm a little worn out after doing all of that. I'll need a bit of time to warm up before I go for another swing. That's disappointing. Hey, you try absorbing half a dozen dual spirits. It's like eating at an all-you-can-eat buffet. I'm too full. I need time to digest. And besides, even if you do focus solely on me, I don't think my brilliance alone will be able to defeat Mephiles, let alone Zark. So, what do we do then? Shouldn't it be obvious? We find the rest of my brothers. I like it. I mean, we've already seen what one of you guardian beasts can do. Just imagine what could happen if we get the rest. Aye, we might actually be able to finish this. But say, now that we're here, can I ask you a question, Nanix? Sure. You know that spell card that Blur used to summon you? Element Booster, was it? Did you... Yep, that was because of me. Just giving you and some of your friends a helping hand. I think more of my brothers will be able to do it too if we can find them. Oh, well, thank you, I suppose. You helped me out of a pretty tight spot. So, despite losing some of your firepower, do you think you can locate your other brothers? Well, maybe 1, and if we're lucky 2 of them. I might be able to do it much more clearly if there's more of us, but for the time being, I'll see what I can do. Of course. Take your time, Nanix. I'm sure you'll need it. Come on, Draco. You said that you owe him an apology, so... Yugioh? Can I, talk to you in the hallway for a bit while we're waiting, I suppose? Sure. Fear not, Commander. I'm sure a splendid dual spirit like myself should have no trouble of locating at least one of my brothers, even in this weakened state. Why, a great dual spirit like myself can do anything! Yeah, except know when to shut up. Oh, you're the one to talk, Blueberry. He's really full of himself, isn't he? Welcome to my world. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to help you or not? Okay. Sheesh, I'm sorry. Alright, Draco, so, what did you want to talk to me about? Well... Look, Hugo, I just wanted to say... I just wanted to say I'm sorry for acting like a bit of a jerk lately. I know I've been acting a bit out of character. It's just... I guess all the stress of having to deal with threat after threat, and having to keep jumping to one scenario after another. I guess it's just starting to get to me, you know? And I'm sorry for acting out. I'm sorry for how I talked to you back while we were in the Barrian clan's base. It wasn't fair to dump all of that onto you, especially after you've been constantly harassed in your own dimension because of your failures. I know that probably hits you deep, and I'm sorry for all of that. Draco, it's fine, honestly. I've heard way worse back at home. Believe me, way worse. But honestly, I'm not really that upset about it. If anything, I'm kind of used to it at this point. What upset me about your actions before was how you were berating Uber. I mean, you seemed to get along with him pretty well at first, until I left you alone for a few minutes. What exactly happened? I don't know. I mean, it's a little personal. Tell you what then. I'll make you a deal. If you tell me what exactly this beef is that you developed with Uber, then I'll tell you about my history with that New World Evolution dragon that we saw. Are you sure? I mean, didn't you say... I know, but... I'm willing to put that aside if you can actually tell me what's going on, so I can at least help you with it, or at least try to. Besides, we've seen how this sort of resentment goes before. Do you remember Topia and the Lancer tournament? I don't want stuff like this to keep building up, because if it does, then it's eventually going to cause problems later down in the road. I know it will. So, please, Draco, just tell me what's going on. Alright, fine. I guess I owe you an explanation. I mean, it's the least I can do, considering how I've been acting. The truth is, I'm not too fond of, I'm not too fond of him because earlier when we were alone, he revealed that he was actually a member of the Bandit Warrior Academy. Wait. You mean the same people who hospitalized my father, caused me to go through heck during my time at Phoenix University? Yeah. That's the one. Oh. I just find it really hard to trust him. considering what his people did. I mean, that academy, you probably don't know, Yugioh, since you weren't there, but they were responsible for injuring dozens of duelists, not just my father. Heck, it's because of them why action dueling is outlawed. Every time I think about that academy, I think about... I mean, they were the root of all of my problems. It's just really hard to look at him because of that. You're right, I probably don't get it, considering that most of the other dimension's history is kind of mute to me. But I guess I can understand it. Really? How so? I doubt that my home dimension has left a good impression amongst most of the people here. You've seen firsthand how they act, and you dueled a bunch of soldiers yourself. Well, yeah, some of them did try to duel me to wipe my mind. Heck, they literally started hunting me like dogs ever since I left the academy. But despite all of that, I'm not like them. Heck, Percy isn't like them. Did you know he actually used to be a general for them? No. How do you know that? Oh, he told me. And honestly, I didn't think I was too fond of him at first. I've seen what generals are like in the evolution dimension, and you've probably never met Havoc, so you don't know, but basically, to put it simply, Havoc was one of the nicer ones. But Percy is nothing like them. He's actually kind, and, well, he's everything I thought those generals weren't. Despite everything I've known about them, I gave Percy a chance, and, well, you gave me a chance, even though I was from a dimension that literally hunted you down as well. So, what's so wrong with giving Uber a chance? I don't know. Oh, come on, Draco. I mean, if he really had malicious intentions, he would have done it by now. You and I have both seen what he's like before we knew about this. He seemed like a nice person. He didn't seem like the type who would want to hurt us. Well, he did hit you one time. With your own hand. Well, yeah, but that was an accident. He said he was sorry. Look, I'm not asking you to become friends with him or anything. I'm just saying, at the very least, try to get along with him. Just look at me in the eye and say you'll try to get along with him. I know it's hard, especially considering what he and, well, his old dueling school probably mean to you, but for the sake of finally putting an end to all of this, will you please just look at me in the eye and say you'll try? Alright, fine. I'll give it a go. Thank you. That's all I ask. You know, Yugioh, it's a shame that your dimension took you for granted. You're a lot more worthful than you know. Well, as a great man once taught me, as long as the apple tree has one good apple, then nothing else really matters. Right. So, about the whole New World? Hey, fellas! We found one! You know what? You can tell me later. Come on. Yeah. Alright, Nanix, let's hear it. Where exactly are the other guardian beasts? Yeah, about that. Sorry to say, but I didn't exactly locate all of them. I did manage to find one of them, though. They're actually in the Synchro dimension, if you can believe it. Home sweet home. So, did you manage to find out where exactly? Here, I'll give you some clear enough coordinates. Let's see. Okay, put that in here, drag that in here. How did you do that? Oh, so long as I'm in your dual pad, I can pretty much access everything. Oh, that made... Everything? Yep, and by the way, you really need to get yourself a girlfriend. You say any more and I will press the delete button. Bingo. And the location of this place is, Crash Town. Crash Town? What kind of a stupid name is that? I don't know, it's your dimension. Huh. Okay, so, these coordinates tell us where exactly it's located, or... Well, not exactly, but it shouldn't be too hard to find if you do manage to go to Crash Town. I mean, trust me, our temples pretty much stick out like a sore thumb. Really? How sore are we talking? Well, you know how my temple was basically just an Egyptian temple in the middle of an island? Let's just say this guy's temple, well, his probably sticks out even more. You'll see it when you see it. Oh well, at least it probably won't be too hard to find when we arrive there. Right, that settles everything then. I'll arrange a small team to go to the Synchro Dimension to collect that God card, and for now, we'll all just get some rest. We'll need it considering all the heck that we've been through today. As for you, Blur, since you're pretty much the only one who can wield Nanix, since it's chosen you, you'll have to stay here on the sidelines for the time being. Right now, that God card of yours is our best weapon to try and finally gain some ground against Mephiles. Oh, what? You mean I'm only allowed to go for a jog if my dual spirit ever has enough battery? Snorefest. Hey, you said that you wanted to help us in the fight with Mephiles, and that's what you're doing. That means you're under my jurisdiction. You got that? Ugh. Alright, yeah, I know what I signed up for. Orders aren't really my style, but, I guess I'm along for the ride now, so whatever. Say, does all this technically mean I'm a Lancer too? I suppose so. Oh, cool. So, what? Do I get a ceremony or something? Ah, right. Ceremony. I dub thee Blur. Congratulations, you're a Lancer now. Yes! So do I get, like, a badge or a cool card, or don't push it? Right. Right. Yugioh. Huh? Before you go, I just want to give you a little assignment. Okay, sure, but what kind of assignment? Let's just say it's something to do with, a little promise I made. Ah! Home! Glorious home! Oh, you bland, non-existent background! I missed you so much! Oh, it's lovely to be back. Yeah, if I do... Oh, yes. I can't wait to test this monster out. Huh? Ah, Viper! How is my lovely little frenemy? Guess what? I have some good news! I have found the way to resurrect your dead son! Would you like to hear it? Because trust me, you would rather trust me over that you Bell person. Oh, yeah. You. Completely forgot you existed, honestly. What are you doing here? Getting some Weetabix. What do you think? I'm here to see Mephiles. Well, you won't have to wait long, because, well, here he is. Ah, my lord.
great to be in your presence once again. Still haven't decided on a new look yet?
No, but I have a few ideas. What do you want?
Oh, well, the deed is done. The temple has been destroyed. Otherwise, I wouldn't be back, you see. It took a lot of, planning and careful operations, but I have finally managed to destroy that old piece of rubble.
Ravage, I congratulate you.
Oh, why, thank you, my lord. Now, I was wondering if I could perhaps ask for a form of promotion, because I would really love to take First Lieutenant...
I congratulate you for trying to disappoint me.
But, I don't understand, my lord. Did I not do what you asked? The piece of garbage is dealt with!
Yes, it is. But that isn't. Now, because of your failure to destroy that temple, and that beast which was inside of it, it is now destroyed... Viper? Give or take about 200 of your men, sir? Yes, more than 200 of my men. And they won't be coming back this time.
Well, come now, my lord. Be fair. How was I supposed to know that that thing was inside that temple? You didn't tell me that that was what we were supposed to destroy. If you said so, I could have easily...
No, Ravage. You can't. This isn't just any ordinary dual spirit. It is a god card that we are dealing with here. If I actually did tell you, you probably would have rushed in like an idiot and risked your very existence against that thing. Keep in mind that little virus of yours that's helping us recruit more troops. That only lives so long as you do. I will not risk losing a third of my army because of your own stupidity.
Well, fine then, Wait. Pardon me, my lord, but, I just had a thought. If the temple was a one-way trip, and basically none of our previous soldiers ever made it out of there, and you did, like, does all this logic that's building up in my mind, does that mean technically you lost to that creature too?
Do not get smart with me, Ravage. Do you want to know what the difference is between you and I? You are like your puny little virus. It may be powerful, it may mutate, it may adapt, but there's one thing it will never be able to have. One thing, one weakness that you lack as well, Ravage. You both have a one-track mind. You only have one purpose: to infect, to spread, to mutate. And sure, you may make yourself stronger by adapting or mutating, but there's one thing that will never change. Nothing no amount of mutation can ever give you: the ability to learn. That's what I have that you don't. I can learn. You can't. You will never, ever be able to think for yourself. You'll never be able to get off that one track that you have. So don't you dare step out of line, or...
What? What are you going to do? Kill me? You said it yourself. I'm keeping a third of your army alive. I'm helping you recruit more people. You need me, my lord. I'm far too important. Makes you beg the question why you bothered putting me at risk anyway. I mean, if I really was that important to you, why would you risk me being in that position.
You know what? You're right. You probably are too important to be in the front lines, so if that's what you want, then fine. You can stay here in the comfort of this base, with silence, while he goes to the front lines and commands my forces while I'm gone.
What? But my lord...
No, you're right. You are far too important to risk being destroyed. So, you'll get your wish. You will stay here, where it's nice and safe. How's that for you? You see? I learn.
Well, where are you going now?
To attend to my own business. Viper with me. Honestly, you think you can actually gain First Lieutenant? Viper,